Rams up, everyone. Rams up, Rams up. Hey, everybody. This is Lisa Wright Bryant. I'm president of the Westchester University Alumni Association. I'm so glad that all of you are joining us on this wonderful day. You said, guess what? It's lunchtime, and I want to join Ramblings Live. So, welcome, 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 welcome. And guess what today is? Westchester University students, you know what today is. It's Banana Day. Woo woo! We are celebrating, but let me do it right. Woo! We are celebrating Banana Day for the first time ever virtually. Now, in the past, on the university campus, there have been games going on and you've been having fun in person. But today, from my understanding, you are having fun virtually. And I am so happy to wish you much success and have a good time. So today, this is what we are doing as the Alumni Association. We didn't want to miss the fun. We wanted to celebrate Banana Day too. So we have a special guest today. We have none other than Pat Gallen, who is a reporter and anchor at CBS 3. Now, guess what? He is excited to be here, and he is no stranger to Banana Day. So welcome, Pat. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Finding you. Where is it? You got your banana?
Got it right here.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
It's here. Happy Banana Day.
Happy Banana Day. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Good, because in the past, normally you would be with us on campus anyway for Banana Day, correct?
Yeah, I was there. I was there a couple of years ago and got a chance to hang out with some of the students live on the CBS 3 morning show.
Uh-huh.
So that was a very fun day. Got a chance. I think I rock
this morning we're
climbed
celebrating the
that
best
morning.
campus tradition.
Something like that. Yeah, there's some rock climbing involved. There's a lot of students, some
48
food,
plus
coffee, the whole 9
everything.
yards.
Everything. Okay.
Wait a minute.
And your writers bring it
You
up.
rock climb.
Say that again.
This morning, this is Tiffany.
So let the video play. Oh, there we go. We're not letting the video play. So you rock climbed with the banana or without?
I can't remember now. I can't remember. It's every day's a blur these days. So
I know that's right. I know that's right. No worries. So let's get right into it. Tell us, what year did you graduate from the wonderful Westchester University?
I graduated in 2007.
Mm-hmm,
so
I'm
aging myself, aren't I? I see the look.
No worries. Well, what brought you to Westchester?
It's a good question. At first, I'm actually a transfer student. So at first I went to Penn State and I went to the Abington campus right out of high school.
Okay.
And the plan had been to live with a couple of friends at Penn State main campus after we got a year under our belt there. And we went up there, we checked it out, and something just didn't feel right. So myself and another friend decided to take a look at some other schools, and Westchester was the first school. And we had been out this way because my friend's brother and sister-in-law lived in Westchester. So we'd been out on campus, we'd been in town, we liked it. So it was the first school. We checked it out, and right away we loved it, and we decided this feels like it's more our speed. And so after our first year at Penn State, decided to come over to Westchester, and it was a great decision. I loved it.
Good. And you know what? It's always the case. Like, it doesn't matter what university you go to, and you may think this is not the right fit, but when you know the school is the right school for you, it feels like home. And that is something we always try to let our students know and our alum know, that Westchester is home. And so, speaking of home, I want everybody that hears me under the sound of my voice that we will be on social media. So you can talk to us. You can talk more about Westchester after this is over. And I see, hey, Nick, how are you? How are you? How are you? You know, we like doing shout outs too, Pat. I don't know if you get a chance to do that um, on CBS3, but on this side, we do a shout out. We like to do shout outs to our alumni.
I try. Let me give a shout out to my wife and my son, Graham, who are in the other room right now. Is that a good shout?
That's a
There he is. There's the little guy. There's Graham. He's about to be 11 weeks old on Friday. And
okay.
and as you know, and as we were talking about before we went live, like how crazy a time this is for everyone. First off, we got very lucky that he was born right before all this craziness happened in the hospital,
Yes.
which was extremely important. And then right after that happened, I was forced to work from home. And as you can see, the CBS3 logo behind me, I was forced to work from home. So I'm so lucky that I get this opportunity to be with him pretty much all day, every day, which a lot of parents can't say. So obviously we're in a rough period right now. But if there's a silver lining, at least in right here, it's that I get to spend so much time with my family, which is very rare.
You do. And as I mentioned to you offline, I mean, it's so important, especially during this time, to not only spend time with your family, not just be in the same house or the same apartment and say, oh, I'm spending time with my family, but have that quality time, that quality time. And I'm telling you, and I said it before, spend time with him now, love up on him now, because he'll be 20 next year. So
every day he's grown an inch and a pound. It's going fast, but I'm definitely not taking this time for granted. That's for sure.
Please don't. So at this time, I want to say hi to some people on social media. Let's see. We have Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Can you see? She said, hi, Pat, and my Delco friend. She said she moved from Delco to Mechanicsburg 2 years ago, and she still has her WCU license plate out here.
Love
That's
it.
right. Represent. KJ Thompson said, greetings, my fellow alums. Hey, KJ, Rams up. I'm working. Can you do that? Can we do the Rams up? What about you, Pat? Can you do the Rams up here?
Rams up.
Now bring the finger. Yeah.
Can you see? Can it? Am I in?
No, you bring it down a little bit.
Bring it down a little bit. There we go.
Bring it down. Yes.
I got these weird fingers, these long gangling.
So speaking of Banana Day, what were you involved with at WCU?
I was involved right when I got there. I was involved with the TV station, and the TV studio at that time in 2007 or 2000, when I got there, it was 2004. I believe it was brand new. It was like they had just cut the ribbon in the Bull Center.
Okay.
And nobody really knew what they were doing. You know, we obviously had teachers and people in there that were kind of guiding us through it, but it was all so fresh. And I had never worked with any television equipment before. I never learned Final Cut. We were learning all these things basically on the fly. So to say it was like a working studio was, you know, it was just so new. So I worked at the TV station. I believe I did a sports roundup, which was once or twice a week, which was basically myself and one other person. It was self-produced. And we did a music show once a week, I think, of like what songs on WCUR. So I did that. What's funny is that before I got into television, I did radio, and I was in sports talk radio for about 5 years. I never worked at the radio station at school. It just so happened that I kind of like the jobs that I have had evolved into that. Okay. Where I am right now. So basically it was spent a lot of time with the TV station.
Okay. So question, you mentioned that you started with the television station at WCU. How has the experience from that prepared you for where you are now?
That's a good question. It prepared me in that when I went back and looked at old videos of what not to
Mhm.
do.
I know about that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it prepared me in in a way that, like, you start to learn how to present yourself on camera first and foremost.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
can't say that in my current job that I'm having to use Final Cut or a lot of the things that I learned back then, because it's a different world being, at CBS and being in a big corporation. But I certainly learned a lot from going back and watching myself
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
building on that throughout the years. Because even in the time that I was doing radio, my buzzer's going off. I have chicken in the oven right now because we're all working from
That's
home.
okay.
So I'm
That's all right. So you don't have any chicken for me though. Where's my
I'm
chicken?
sorry. I'm sorry. All I could come up with was the banana right here. So that's the best.
Okay, we'll do the banana. Okay.
Um, Working at the radio station through all those years. Hold on, I've got to turn that off. Do you
Go ahead,
mind?
turn it off. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll talk to the people out in at social media. So I saw Nick and I saw Deborah. Who else wants to chat to me? Chat. Okay. So greetings, family. I'll tell Pat when he comes back that we love him. And you know I have to represent. Come on now, Nick. I have to.
I'm
I
back.
have to.
Sorry.
Oh, you're back. So Nick said, thank you so much that he loves you. And by the way, Nick is treasurer. He's treasurer of the Alumni Association. He does a great job as well.
Thank you, Nick.
So, oh, and wait a minute. Suzanne said, Happy Banana Day from Havertown Class of
Happy Banana Day.
2019. Woo-hoo! So, well, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
What are your favorite aspects of your job?
Well, I've gotten to do so many cool things over the last 5 or so years. I started at CBS in 2015,
Hmm.
and my job has evolved over time. I still do sports reporting, anchoring, but when I joined the morning show 4 years ago, they made me sort of a feature reporter. So everything that I
Okay.
do is, for the most part, a positive. All the stories I
Hmm.
get to tell are positive or fun or sports related, which
Hmm.
is perfect for me. That's the vehicle that I've
That's
always
good.
wanted. That's the avenue I've always wanted to go down. So
Good.
being able to tell positive, fun stories on a daily basis, because
Hmm.
let's be honest, like in the time we're living in, there can be a
We
lot of
need,
negativity. We do tend to
yes,
get wrapped up in that. So I think that there is certainly a place for that positivity on television and in news.
it
So
is.
that for sure is one. And then I have gotten to meet so many people throughout so many different walks of life in these 5 years. It's been invaluable. Just from,
Oh, wow.
I've done stories, obviously, in the sports world. I've gotten to meet high level athletes and owners and coaches.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
in other walks of life, with, for instance, I'll go to a bakery and I'll meet a baker, or I
Oh, yum.
will go to a painting studio and meet an artist,
Hmm.
or go to different schools and get to meet students at different schools and teachers there. So really, just across the spectrum, I have gotten to do basically all there is to do. Um, so that's a long-winded way of saying that I get to
It's
do
okay.
pretty cool stuff.
Okay. So speaking of those cool things, what's your favorite interview or event you had to cover and why?
Without a doubt, I probably should have just retired right after this, but I got a chance to cover the Eagles in Super Bowl
Okay.
52, Super Bowl
Oh,
52 out in
wow.
Minneapolis. I got a chance to watch them beat the Patriots.
Okay.
I was in the building. I was in Minneapolis for 9 days, and being in Minneapolis in the middle of winter for 9 days is pretty
Mhm.
difficult.
It is. Yes,
But
it is.
I got a chance to see the Eagles finally take home the
Good.
Super Bowl. I was there
Good.
with some great people from work. It was a fantastic time. And then right after the game is over, Eagles win. There's confetti coming down. I don't know if you can see this actually. Let me show you here on my shelf. This is a jar of confetti.
Oh,
From
wow.
the field that I brought home. And when we were doing our live reports after the game, we just started grabbing handfuls of it. Like, you know what would be better than to bring home something like this, a keepsake.
Yes.
Pretty much no one else would have. So
that's
treasured right there. But right after the game, I get to go into the locker room, and just so happens, like, my cameraman and I go in and we have this backpack on, which allows you to go live basically from anywhere. And we walk into the locker room, and at that time, all the players start to file in. Coach is in there. Owner Jeffrey Lurie's in there. They're passing the trophy around, and I'm getting interviews with different players and with Coach Doug Peterson. And I turn around, and the players all kind of circle around, and they all drop down to a knee, and they start to do a prayer. And I'm in the middle of the team prayer.
Wow.
After they win the Super Bowl, they're all holding hands, and I just happen to be there with my cell phone out, and I'm taking video of this. Like, I can't believe where I am right now. So that specifically was the best moment of my career. And I don't know if you only win the Super Bowl one time, so that one was that's pretty magical, and that's going to be hard to beat.
And not only that, you have your own trophy because you have a jar full of confetti. So that's your trophy as well.
That's my trophy, and I've got this thing right here over my shoulder, that Emmy Award right there, which I'm very proud of.
How'd you know that was my next question? Okay, I have, everyone is asking. All right, please ask Pat about the Emmy. So tell us about the Emmy.
That Emmy Award I won in 2016 for Best Sports Anchor in the Mid-Atlantic region of the country. Yeah, thank you.
I have to.
That one was very special to me because I'd only been with CBS for a little over a year. But I felt like I had done a really good job, so I sent my tape in, and I got the win, and it was right here at home because for the Mid-Atlantic Emmys, they move around from town to town. They'll do it in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, Harrisburg, like they kind of move around. And it was in Philly. Got to be there with my wife and my work family as well.
Yes.
And that was a special one. And they can't take, again, you can't win it for the first time a second time. So
no,
that will mean quite a bit.
Yes. And I want to tell you, while you were talking, you have some more shout outs. We have more alums sending hearts.
I see.
We have an alum from York County chapter, which is the oldest chapter. They're celebrating 100 years this year. So congratulations and greetings from them. And again, I mean, this is a pleasure. I'm having a great time talking to you. Our alums are proud of you because you're a Golden Ram.
I am. I'm a Golden Ram forever.
You're a Golden Ram. So here we go. So Golden Rams, we love to play games. And so, Rammy is here, and we are going to play Rapid Fire Rams. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Rammy or Ram statue?
That's such a tough one. I love Rammy. Love Rammy. That Ram statue on campus is something special, though. That is, isn't it? Pretty awesome. So I'm not downplaying how much I love Rammy, but I think I've got to go the Ram statue because that's awesome.
It is. It is. It is. Okay, next, Jake's or Ryan's Pub?
That's another toss-up. Jake's, only because the T-shirt is such a conversation piece.
Oh my gosh, isn't it?
People. I just had a friend he did not go to Westchester, but he works at Pennsylvania Hospital, and he texted me the other day and said, I saw someone walking down the street in a Jake's Bar T-shirt. You'll go anywhere across the country, and you will somehow see a Jake's Bar T-shirt. I spent a couple of nights at Ryan's pub, but
Uh-huh.
I think it's got to be Jake's.
It's got to be Jake's. Okay, so Rami and I, here we go. Netflix or Amazon Prime?
I would say Netflix. Watching a few shows right now on Netflix.
Yeah.
But Amazon, like, are we saying what to watch? Because I get my groceries from Amazon Prime. That helps. I don't get them from
No.
Netflix.
No. This is watching, Pat.
Watching.
Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Netflix. Netflix it is.
Netflix? Okay. Now, I know you know the answer to this one. Banana Day or Homecoming?
I've got to go Banana Day, and only because I have such a strong bond now with Banana Day.
Yes.
Having done my live report one morning last year, and then being on this broadcast right now on Banana Day. That's it, Banana Day.
Yes, and by the way, for everyone out there, we are going to give away not one, not two, but 3 Banana Day t-shirts.
Yes.
Now, comment if you want one, and we will randomly select one. So we're going to randomly, we might select you. We might select you. Put your name in the comment. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. You ready, Pat?
Yep.
You have one more? Okay, here we go. Dogs or cats?
I'm a dog person. Love dogs.
Okay.
Give me a dog, and we're best friends.
Study in Sykes or study in the library?
For me, it was the library. Spent much more time there.
Quieter.
True.
North Campus or South Campus?
Had more classes at North Campus, but I enjoyed myself greatly at South Campus because I played intramural basketball down there. And
oh, really?
I spent a lot of time playing hoops down there with a lot of great people. So I'm just going to lean South Campus because of the hoops factor.
Okay. Ram's Head or Timothy's?
Ram's Head.
Ram's Head. Okay. And the Quad newspaper or WCUR 91.7?
Don't want to diminish the great things that the writers at the newspaper do, because we need newspapers in our world. We absolutely have to have them. So keep doing great work at the Quad. But having come up through radio, I have to side with WCUR.
You got to side with WCUR 91.7. Okay. And one more after this. Beer or wine?
Now, Westchester me would have said beer, but this age me, wine. Red wine. I love red wine. So it's definitely wine right now.
That is too funny. You said the Westchester and me. We all have no comment on that. Well, Pat, one more thing. We're going to look at some social media comments. Let's see what social media is saying to us today. Okay. Lisa. Hey, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Lisa.
She said, Lisa, now she's a nice young lady. She was at Westchester when I was at Westchester. She says, since I am a WCU tennis alum, I should get a t-shirt. Lisa, randomly selected, Lisa. Randomly selected. Rick said the rat. Oh, come on, Rick. Yes, only for the season crowd. Season, Rick, not older.
They got rid of the rat, I believe, 2003. I think it was right before I got there, so I never got to experience it.
Yeah. Another comment for us. Okay. Everyone is taking a break because it's lunchtime. So, Pat, this is what we're going to do. I am going to encourage everyone. Please, ma'am. Please, sir. Please, friends. Please put your comments so we can select a name for the t-shirts.
Do it.
Okay. All righty. So while we're doing it, Pat, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for walking down memory lane with us. Thank you for picking the right answer. Thank you for the banana.
Of course. Of course. Thank you for asking me. Anything I can do to help the Alumni Association or any students in communications or journalism, I would love to be able to help. I'm here for you. And if I could give a shout out to my favorite professor at Westchester University, Dr. Ed Lorden. Had many a class with him. Great guy. We still talk to this day. Albeit not as much as we should, but I can't wait to get back out there and see Dr. Lorden and all the comm students as well.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Pat. And I want to tell our alums and everyone else that's viewing that we will announce the winners after the broadcast in the comments. So what does that mean, everyone? Hang around. All righty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Ramblings Live, Rams Up. Oh, wait a minute. Someone just gave me a tip and I think I want to take it. We want to give a shout out to Rudy for starting Banana Day. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Rudy. Now, next week, we are going to have another young man is going to come. His name is Cortland Bragg. He is an Emmy Award winning producer. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, April 23rd, you don't want to miss that interview. Again, Rams Up. See you at the top because the bottom is too crowded.